you're overthinking because you're somebody who has unfinished emotional baggage that they need to wrap up and file away. And this is one of the things that I talk to my clients about all the time is filing stuff away. So you have something that's a bad memory, say, or something you don't enjoy remembering that happened to you, and you keep replaying it over and over in your head, and that is not helpful. That is not the way to do it. So I created in my head this little filing cabinet, right? So we can't avoid, sometimes we're going to be faced with a smell or a sound or a song or some kind of reminder of something negative that happened to us, and it's going to come in. I'm like, okay, I acknowledge that it's in its file, like, right, it came out, I read the file, okay, I understand you needed attention, all right, that's the past, now I'm moving on. And when you do that, then you put it back in the file and put it back in the filing cabinet. And that's a really great way I manage my anxiety. Really. I mean, it's pulling it out and then looking at it. I know this happened. I know I'm still healing from this, but I don't need it to take over my life. And so I put it back and close the door. And then something else pops up. You know how it works. I mean, some days and especially at nighttime, and this is one of the things I talk about all the time on my podcast, is the overthinking at night. I have a meditation on my YouTube channel that hopefully helps some people deal with their lack of being able to shut the brains off to fall asleep at night. We need sleep. We need rest, right? That's essential to all of us. So I think that that it's important that everyone get a good night's rest. So there's a meditation out there. It's free. You listen to it. I think it's 11 minutes long. It's supposed to be 10, but blah, 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 me. So, all right. Oh, another thing that I think causes anxiety, and I say this to almost every client I have, and it's an old quote from, I feel like it was a Buddhist quote, but I've said this in other videos too, and on my podcast several times. But there was a quote, and I can't remember the actual verbatim words, so I simply like to say that basically the premise of it is, if you live in the past, you will feel depression, right?